Market update on the 3rd. So down 1%, and we finished just above there's a put wall at 412. And looking at this, I'm still personally, I think we're going to go higher. And we're above all the moving averages on the daily, on the weekly. I think we're ready to keep on going higher. But I want to go over the bullish count that would really just blow everybody's mind. As you can see, I have it up here by 454. 454 is the 1.61 fib of the A wave. And this count, I really hate it, but I have to go over it because you still want to be aware of this count just in case. And like, we'll get some validation if we get certain moves. So this count basically starts on here. It starts with a horrible first wave, and it's very horrible. I mean, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The biggest beginning diagonal you've ever seen. First wave, second wave here. Then you get 1, 2, 3. You can't even see. 4, 5. Third wave, pull back 4, and then you get a 5-wave move up here. That's the first wave. And then pull back to the 50% retracement. That's the second wave. And then for the third wave, this is a 5-wave move right here, I think. So you get first wave, second wave pullback past the 50% retracement. This one can't be a third wave because it does not get outside the parallel line and doesn't go to the 1.61 fib. So it's better to count that as a first wave, pullback, second wave, and then currently I would say if this count was valid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third wave would take us to like 422. Fourth wave pull back to 414, and fifth wave up to 440 based on this. So again, 422, move this up to about 414, and maybe not 440 actually, 432 to 436. So that would be where I'd be looking for this to end. And that was my original target for this move to end the last couple of weeks. But again, if that's not, that would only be the third wave in this scenario. So 1, 2, 3, we'd pull back to like 428, and the fifth wave would take us all the way to the 1.61 fib of this first A wave right here. And that would take us to 454 at the end of March. So that would be probably OPEX February for 436, pull back, and then have about a month melt up to 454. That would be the rally that everyone would hate. Bulls would hate it, bears would hate it, and the reason is because, you know, bears would be demolished, completely demolished, and bulls would probably take profit too soon. And the interesting thing about this move, if this were to happen, is we know that this is an impulse move right here. This is impulsive. Let me hide these. We know this is impulsive. If this is an ABC move, then and it goes to 454, it's way past the A wave. But look at this. The 1.23 fib is right around that area too. You know what that means? That means expanded flat. A, B, C. Targets for the expanded flat, the 1.23 fib is at 327, and the 1.61 fib is at 295. I previously said that on WXY you can't go past the 1.61 fib. Well, the 1.61 fib ends at, you know what? I think that, yeah, the 1.61 fib, if you look at it like this, ends at 303. If you were to look at it like A, B, C, and this is a W wave, I think it would end at 290. So we probably wouldn't go past 300 in this situation, but could go all the way down to 327 from 450 for the C wave of the Y leg, if this were a valid count. So that's just something to keep an eye on. If we do go to 422, you can watch that count to see what's going on. In order to invalidate this count, it just needs to come down here. It just needs to come down here and basically come back in here to the first wave here at like 408. But even getting down here past the 50% retracement at 410.36, I would start to worry about it. But really, the ultimate invalidation is 408.13. So as long as it stays above there, it can still go to 422. And if it invalidates, then I would say that this move should be finished. And that would mean that this was valid right here. Right to the 1.61 fib. So if we invalidate, I would say we're probably going down. And then it really depends. Are we looking at it like this at that point, where we get basically a WXY pattern, but this would end up being, let's see, WX still going higher, but this would just be A pullback B C wave higher. So I think we're going higher either way, but we'll see on Monday. There's one other count that we can go to 422, which is probably the least likely, and that's basically if this is ABC, then this is A, B, and a C wave. This is a 5-wave move right here. So yeah, that one would take us to 422 as well, and that would be the top right there, and then we could come down potentially down here and then go higher. But yeah, I'm basically watching the invalidation level at 408.13. If we don't go below that, I think we can go to 422, and then we can just follow whichever count works the best from there. So we'll see on Monday. I don't know. This would make some crazy make people crazy pretty much if we go to 454. Because I mean, they all just missed earnings, and we're going to 450. It doesn't make any sense. But I mean, tech isn't the whole S&P. So Apple now. I don't know if Apple has that much more upside. So maybe SPY doesn't have that much more upside. I think this whole move is A right here. And so the 1.61 fib is sitting here at 164. So I guess that's like 7% more. 7% more on SPY is around 440. So they probably won't be perfectly correlated, but I think Apple is currently most likely in a 5-wave move, even though, I don't know, this doesn't look like a 5-wave move to me. It looks more like a ABC pattern or of some sort. So I guess it could end up being also a pullback B and a C wave higher. And maybe we go all the way to the 1.61 fib of this. But again, that would make the A wave an extended move by a little bit, like 168, 169. So Apple, I'm not 100% sure on, but I would look for 160 to 165 before it tops out. Just based on where we're at right now, I think that it's got to go a little bit higher. And honestly, that would finish the move. That would be the ABC move that we've been looking for, and then the market could move down. So this actually is showing that we don't have that much more upside. and the timing is about right for a sell-off. So we'll see which one goes, because SPY this would take all the way till end of March, and the 422 one makes a lot of sense with Apple. They line up about the same. Microsoft's kind of crazy. If Microsoft were to follow the same path as SPY for that first count, then we're talking about this being A, B, and then I have it right here already laid out. 1, 2, and then within this third wave, we're only in all the way to 276, pull back to 265, all the way up to like 290 is the 1.61 fib of the A wave. And that would actually come to the very top of the X wave. And we'd be looking at this whole move as being A, B, C. Otherwise, again, just like SPY, we topped out today because, again, A pullback B to the very bottom of the start of A, C wave hit the top of A. Looks like a normal flat to me. So again, just like SPY, we could have topped out today, or it could be, again, another 5-wave move that could go all the way to 290, the very top of this X wave. That would support the hated rally on SPY. Tesla does not support that at all, so that's what I'm saying. A lot of these names are different. Tesla does not support that at all because Tesla is either topped out or it has one more move. I think it makes sense that it has one more move, but we zoom in here, I see 1, 2, potentially 3 here, 4, and 5, or it's already topped out right here. I can see a 5-wave move right here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, pullback 4, and a 5th wave higher. If that were to happen, I would be looking for somewhere around 205 to 210. So potentially one move higher on Tesla, or it's topped out. If it's already topped out, we're looking at a pullback to minimum 160, but probably 150 or 140 for a second wave. So Tesla supports a sell-off on SPY right away. Microsoft potentially the melt up. Apple has a little bit more upside. So a lot of mixed signals right now. I'm not going to go over Amazon and Meta right now. Maybe I'll do it over the weekend. But let's go over the dollar now. The dollar, it had a nice bounce today, but again, it's still too early to say what's going on. I see an ABC move or a 5-wave move, but again, I need like a weekly green candle or maybe get above here at 105.70. Until then, we're still just looking at this as a bounce and potentially a lower low. This whole move is corrective. It's not impulsive. And for that reason, I think that there's still going to be more upside in the dollar here in the next year. But it's hard to say if it's going to be A, B, and a C wave higher, or are we going to get a pullback B and get lower low? I'm not sure right now. If we zoom out on the monthly chart, I showed you in one of the videos before that it looks like a WXY pattern though. We get basically A, B, C here, and then we get A, B, C, and this looks like an A wave here, B wave here, C wave higher. It could still be a 4th wave, but it's just it's gone so far back. Let's see how far it's retraced. It's only the 0.5 fib. So I guess I shouldn't abandon that yet. It could still be just a normal ABC move, right? Could just be A, B, C wave higher and still go to 120. I guess I can't abandon it yet. That would still be a corrective move, and this would still be an impulsive move. And so, yeah, that's still on the table. 120 is on the table. It's just hard to say right now until we get a green candle on the weekly or on the, we got on the daily now, but I want to see a little bit more going forward. So again, on SPY, just watch 408.13. That's the invalidation level for any move higher, I think. 408.13. Somewhere around in there is invalidation. That probably means we're going to go lower to at least, I would say at least 400. If we come down here to 410 and start moving higher, look for 422. And then from there, that could potentially be the top, or that could be the third wave of the third wave, pull back to 414 and then go to 436. And then we'll have to reevaluate. So it is completely overbought, but a nice sell-off today. We'll see what happens. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Do you think that melt up is possible that I first pointed out? Or do you think we topped out? I'm kind of 50-50 right now. I don't really have, I'm pretty much hedged both ways. But if we do get a start of a move higher, I might try to play, I already have sold puts, maybe try to play some TQQQ and catch the upside possibly. So that's it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates, and I'll talk with you soon.